Streaming now, this is the Wood TV Live Desk.
And good morning, everyone. Phil Penarski here with the Wood TV Live Desk. Hope you're having a fantastic start to your Thursday. The Leila Arboretum Society down in Battle Creek has a very exciting day planned out this weekend, full of music and fun. It is the 2023 Leilapalooza Music Festival, and this Saturday you can check out around 36 different musical acts on 3 different stages, and the best part is it's completely free to attend. Michelle Berry with the Arboretum joins us now to preview the event. Michelle, good morning.
Good morning.
Very excited to get the chance to talk to you. First off, before we talk about Leilapalooza, I would love to just learn a little bit more about the history of the event. You know, you guys have been putting it on for a couple years now. Really, how did it get started and where are we at today with it?
So it started prior to 2011, which is our first Leilapalooza. A group of people got together, Leila Arboretum and members of the Battle Creek Metropolitan Area Mustache Society, or BC MAMS, got together and thought, what could we do that's a free community event? The director of the Arboretum, Brett Myers, he is from Ohio, and down in Columbus, every year they have this wonderful event called Community Fest. It's been going on for 40 some years. It's a free event. They have multiple stages, bands come in and play. So that was the model for Leilapalooza. And when it began, we only had a few stages and a handful of acts throughout the day, and then it grew. And as the years have gone on, the stages multiplied. We had up to 65 plus artists at one point, and then now we're down to 3 stages, and we have 35 acts this year.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, very exciting about those acts, and wanted to kind of touch on that a little bit. Michelle, what are some of the acts that people can expect to see when they come on out to Leilapalooza this weekend?
So we do have a lot of local bands that play different venues here that are quite they draw crowds.
Mm-hmm.
One of them will be Barefoot Blonde. They will be here. We have Northern Whiskey Syndicate. We have SXX, which brings in lots of people. They're a little heavier. We have Roxy Artists. She's amazing. Allie Garland and Awesome Sauce. And then we have some acts from different areas, like the Gassers from Albion. They're a punk rock band. Nuke and the Night Shift, I believe, are from Northwest Michigan. And Edgerton's Pen Conspiracy, EPC, they're a crowd favorite, and we're glad to have them back again this year.
Mm-hmm, definitely. And, you know, as I mentioned, the best part about this whole thing really is that it's free for people to attend. There is a $10 parking fee that really does go towards the Arboretum Society and really allowing you guys to put on more events like this and really engage the community a little bit more. Can you talk about the importance of that money that you guys are going to be getting from parking?
Sure. So we rely heavily on volunteers to pull this event off. So volunteers make it happen, and sponsors bring the dollars so that we can have, these nice stages built and sound technician support and things like that. And then the unglamorous things as well, so people have, outdoor porta-johns to use, that kind of thing. We couldn't do it without sponsors and volunteers. That being said, the money that we do bring in from parking and from our beverage sales does go to Leila Arboretum Society, and it is shared between Leila Arboretum Society and the BC MAMS, who help put on this event as a co-host.
Mm-hmm. Right, no, it definitely ties directly into the Arboretum's success going forward. And just speaking of success, Michelle, what would you consider a success for this event? What would have to happen for you to, I guess my question is, what is your hope for this weekend's event?
That the weather holds out, because that is the number one thing that could make or break Leilapalooza, is if the weather is icky. We have tons of things in place if it's too hot. We can have cooling stations, we can have fans, we can have misting things. But if it thunderstorms and rains, it will delay our event. And we don't want that, because if we have a delay, then we have to shorten the band's times on stage so that we can push everybody through.
Right, absolutely. Well, I'll talk to the meteorologist for you and see if I can, get them to hold off on the weather a little bit there. Michelle, wrapping up, obviously, we're glad to have the chance to talk to you and really preview this event. But we want to hear from you now. We're going to turn the floor over to you now. Why should people head on down to Leilapalooza this weekend?
So everybody's always wondering what's there to do on weekends around here, and this particular weekend is the same weekend that Lollapalooza usually goes on in Chicago, and not everybody goes to that. So it's kind of convenient that we have our own version of that here. It is free. Now, if you want to park down the street or have your friends drop you off for Uber or ride your bike, you don't have to pay that $10 parking fee. But that does help us. It's sort of like a donation to the Arboretum to pay for parking. And then the event's free. And then if you want to buy food and beverages, it's just like a midway kind of thing. It's just like the Battle Creek Field of Flight Festival. We do have some beer gardens. We have food vendors. We will have tons of craft vendors. And, pardon me, and the bands will be selling merchandise. And it's just a great place to meet with your friends. You can bring your camp chairs, you bring a picnic blanket, hang out for the day. And I mean, you've got all this space here to use. You've got all kinds of music to listen to. You got rock and roll, we have hip hop, we have country, we have rhythm and blues, we have some alternative, we have some punk rock, we have some folksy acts. So there's no shortage of entertainment for anybody at any age.
Mm-hmm. Right. No, absolutely. Something for everybody of all ages to check out. And you mentioned it is kind of convenient to have your own little local Lollapalooza, and the name is basically the same thing. Can't argue with that kind of marketing. Michelle, thank you so much for stopping by the live desk today. We really do appreciate it. And I want to remind everybody that if you're curious to learn a little bit more about Leilapalooza, or you want to check out the lineup of the musical acts, you can find everything you need to know right now over on our website, woodtv.com. Michelle, once again, thank you so much for stopping by this morning.
Thank you for having me.
Of course, and I want to thank everybody else for tuning into this latest edition of the Wood TV Live Desk. I'm Phil Penarski, and we hope you have a great rest of your day.